When a tiny insult can pull your mood down, you've already handed your peace to someone else. We cannot silence the world. We can only quiet ourselves. Every little remark, every minor setback, if we let them shake us, we've given our emotions to the outside. Real strength isn't a life without storms, it's an inner life that stays still within them. Starting today, we change strategy, we stop trying to control people and events. And we learn to control how we respond. Before every stimulus, pause for half a beat. Breathe in and ask, is this worthy of my peace? If not, smile and let it pass. If yes, choose a deliberate response, nothing more, nothing less. Calm is not avoidance, it is discipline of the mind. As we practice pausing, observing, then replying, we discover that peace is a skill, not a random gift. And once peace becomes a skill, pressure becomes only a practice ground to refine it again. Hold on to this as a rule of life. Calm is mastery, not absence of pressure. Let this video be the starting point where you take the keys back to yourself and step into the day with a center that's not easily moved. 1. Mindset. Nothing bothers me. Mastering the nothing bothers me mindset. Notice your ordinary day. How many times do you let a passing comment tilt the orbit of your mind? A glance, a remark, a delay, if you allow it. They steal your peace. From now on, switch roles. You are the keeper of the inner gate. Every external stimulus is merely a guest who knocks. Whether it enters is your decision. Before each friction, pause for half a beat. Breathe in. Ask yourself, is this worthy of my peace? In a week, a month, a year, will it still carry weight? Most answers are no, and that no is freedom. Now visualize yourself walking upright through the storm, not because the wind is weaker, but because your center is heavier. Guarding your center is the art of not reacting immediately. You choose a deliberate response. Instead of being blown around like a dry leaf, practice with a daily line, your steady mantra, this is not worth the price of my peace. Each time the waters rise, repeat it, gradually, others will sense in you a quiet gravity, a calm so grounded that the noise around you begins to shrink by itself. 2. Emotional detachment is strength. Emotional detachment is strength. Detachment is not coldness and not denial. It is like taking the driver's seat, inviting emotions to the back. You still hear them, but you hold the wheel. Emotions are signals, not commands. When something hits you, resist the urge to act. Observe like a wise elder. What is the name of this feeling? What fear is it pointing to? Is my ego scratched? Or is a value being violated? Then evaluate, what action honors my values and preserves my dignity? Only then do you respond. Between suppression and indulgence lies a third road, navigation. We neither run from anger, fear, or grief, nor let them steer us. We take them across the bridge, we do not let them drag us across it. Practice with one small situation a day, a delayed reply, a blunt critique. Write 3 lines. What do I feel? What do I believe? What will I do? After a few weeks you will notice, strength doesn't live in shouting. It lives in stopping at the right time. 3. Mindful indifference is a superpower. Mindful indifference is a superpower. Mindful indifference isn't apathy toward life, it's the discipline of priority. You cannot fight every battle, and you need not join every quarrel. Ask the question that cuts the fog. 5 years from now, will this still matter? If the answer is no, let it go, without guilt. Letting go is not losing. Letting go is saving energy for what matters, truth, dignity, and long horizons. And learn to separate. Are you defending truth? Or merely defending ego? Truth stands by reason. Ego always asks for more fuel. When your inner priorities are precise, outside judgments lose their grip. You know where you are going, the noise becomes background. People respect you not because you win every argument, but because you refuse to spend yourself on what is pointless. Practice, create a do not enter list, topics, debates, and jabs that will not receive your energy. Each time you're tempted to spar for pride, open the list. Over time you learn the art of losing at the right moment to win what lasts. 4. Break the approval trap. Breaking free from seeking approval. If you are a slave to applause, you will tremble at booing. Same rope, different rhythm. Freedom begins the day you self-affirm. I can listen, but no one defines me for me. Remember, public approval usually arrives late, while noise arrives early. If you anchor in the crowd, you will drift with the crowd's moods. Anchor instead in principles. honesty, respect, responsibility. When the anchor is set well, changing winds won't spin you in circles. Escaping the need for approval won't make you arrogant, it will make you stand upright. You can be wrong and eager to correct it, but your adjustment arises from a commitment to truth, not from discomfort under other people's gaze. Practice, each night. Write down one thing you did without asking for praise, even if it was simply keeping a promise to yourself. Name it, appreciate it. Over time you build an inner spine, you stand steady, even when no one claps. 5. Handling criticism. Handle criticism. Criticism comes in two kinds, constructive and destructive. Your task is to filter with reason. Ask, does this person understand the context? Do they have goodwill and competence? Will this make me better? Or only smaller? If it adds value, receive it. If it doesn't, let it pass like a passing cloud. Do not let a passing sentence stamp a permanent identity. A dusty mirror doesn't mean your face is dirty. You clean the mirror, you don't break it. In practice, you pause before responding, letting dignity lead instead of wounded pride. When attacked, one beat of silence is often the strongest move. It gives you time to weigh what is true, to choose short words, and to limit the engagement to what is useful. Don't aim to win everyone, aim to stay right with yourself. Practice a 3-step protocol. 1. Listen to the whole sentence. 2. Briefly mirror what you heard. 3. Answer only the useful part. The rest receives no reaction. Over time you will see, composure is the best fence against every arrow. 6. Keep your composure under pressure. Pressure is a test you already knew was coming, not a surprise. Just an unscheduled visit. The wise don't pray for calm seas, they prepare the vessel. When your pulse rises, first breathe, slow and steady. Breath is the rope that pulls you back from the cliff of impulse. Next, observe, what is true? What am I exaggerating? What needs doing now? What can wait? Once the picture sharpens, choose actions by principle, not by panic. Carry a pocket code, truth over ego, safety over speed, long-term outcome over short-term feeling. Each time pressure knocks, pull out that code like a compass. Storms may spin the sky, but your needle still points north. Daily rehearsal, visualize the worst-case scenario. Write 3 steps you'll take, and rehearse them in your mind. When reality arrives, you've met it before. Pressure loses command the moment you have a sober script to follow. 7. Letting go of what you can't control. Life is a river. Water doesn't shove the rock aside, it finds a way around and keeps moving. Do the same. Don't spend your force trying to bend reality, spend it learning to straighten yourself. What belongs to you? Thoughts, actions, principles. What doesn't? Others' opinions, events, final outcomes. When you cling to outcomes, you place your peace on the pendulum of chance. Letting go isn't surrender, it's a reallocation of gravity. Give your best to your side of the line and allow the world to run on its laws. Strangely, once you stop tugging, you become more flexible and clear, and results tend to improve. Practice, when you feel yourself gripping tight. Ask, do I control this? If not, release with a small ritual. Inhale and name the thing. Exhale and whisper, returning it to life. You're not indifferent, you're simply quitting the impossible to save strength for the possible. 8. Silence is the ultimate power move. In negotiation and conflict, silence is leverage. It forces the other side to fill the space with information and concessions. Under attack, silence cuts the fuel line. The aggressor needs your reaction to burn. Without it, the fire fades. Silence is also a window of observation. Speak less, see more, breathing rhythm, vocal tremble, evasive eyes, clues that words won't hand you. Train yourself to pause before replying. One well-placed beat of quiet is worth 1,000 rushed words. Practice intense conversations. Use the 3-second rule. When they finish, count 3 before you answer. Those 3 beats give you choice. Probe to clarify, reframe to cool, or close the exchange. Silence isn't retreat, it's probability math helping you choose the highest payoff move. 9. Train yourself to stay calm, no matter what. Calm isn't a gift, it's a skill stitched by small repetitions. Wake on time when you'd rather snooze. Keep promises to yourself when no one's watching. Breathe before you reply to the irritating message. Each act is a stitch, gradually weaving a garment of peace. Build short rituals, 5 minutes of morning stillness, 10 minutes of movement, 10 minutes of deep reading, little but consistent, to rewire the brain. Before reaction comes a pause. Weeks later, you'll notice fewer tugs by immediacy and the wider horizon. Practice. At day's end, write 3 lines. 1. Where I almost reacted. How I stopped. 2. What I did right. 3. What I'll improve next time. Acknowledgement is fertilizer for growth. Repeat long enough and calm becomes your second nature. 10. Mastering the art of moving in silence. The loud love to display plans, the steady let results speak. Moving in silence isn't secrecy, it's timing. By speaking less and doing more, you preserve energy, maintain clarity, and avoid the rip currents of others' expectations. Think like a climber, instead of announcing every step to the village. You count your breaths, scan the rock, set solid anchors. When you reach the summit, the landscape speaks for you. The silence of process makes the voice of achievement carry farther. Practice. Set a communication rule for big goals. Report only to those who must know. For the rest, mute the noise. Each week, log 2 lines. What you did, what you learned. When you finally speak, your words weigh more because they stand behind a wall of execution. 11. Build your inner citadel. Imagine an inner citadel, a quiet chamber where noise enters only with permission. The key to that door is a trio: value hierarchy, control map, and attention discipline. Your value hierarchy is the wall. What sits at the top guards everything below. Write down 3 to 5 core values: truth, dignity, responsibility, gratitude, discipline, and rank them. When chaos hits, ask, which value is touched? Which decision keeps me loyal to that order? Your control map is the gate, on the left. What is yours? Thoughts, actions, attitude, schedule, on the right. What belongs to life? Others' opinions, weather, delays, market swings. Gatekeeping means only letting signals tied to the left side take residence. The right side may pass, but not stay. Attention discipline is the guard. Train your inner eye to return to the center. Mute excess notifications. Keep screen-free blocks. Insert a 1-minute breath between tasks. Each time the mind scatters, use a simple command: back to the room. In there you hear slower, think deeper, speak less, so every word that exits carries weight. Practice. Each morning, 3 lines for the citadel. 1. Today's lead value. 2. One thing you control. 3. One thing you will not control. Each evening, audit the gate. Which noises slipped in? Tomorrow, adjust the watch. 12. Buy time with silence and neutral lines. Many conflicts ignite not from truth but from the speed of reaction. What we lack is not logic, it's time for logic to arrive. So learn to buy time with 1 breath and a few neutral phrases. When you meet false urgency, a pressing text, a baited question, a jab, drop a pocket of silence, breathe 3 slow beats. Feel your feet on the ground. Then place a bridge line. I'd like a moment to think. I'll respond after I review the data. Thanks for the input, let me verify and get you a precise answer. That pause changes the board. From being chased, you become the one who sets the tempo. It lets you choose the frame of the exchange, avoiding the game someone else tried to force. With the tempo in your hands, reason has time to arrive, pride has time to settle, and language has time to sharpen. Practice. Prepare 3 to 5 neutral lines tailored to your world. Clients, teammates, partners. Train the loop. Hear, breathe, neutral line, note. Each use buys minutes, sometimes hours, enough to be right instead of merely fast. Calm is strength. The moment we stop granting power to insult, delay, or chaos, we return to authorship. We hold our tongue at the right time, act in the right measure, and let results speak on our behalf. From here on, every day becomes a small practice, not bending the world, but bending our response to the world. Before we close, carry this pocket trio like a compass you can reach for any time. 1. Pause for 1 beat, give reason time to arrive. 2. Ask, is it worth it? Sort what to keep and what to release. 3. Respond deliberately, brief, respectful, and anchored in principle. If you find this useful, kindly subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with new content. Drop a comment below. Where will you apply that 1 beat pause today? Your story may be the lesson someone else needed. Thank you for staying to the end. I'll see you in the next video, where we keep growing from the inside out. So the storms outside become nothing more than background to your unshakable center.